Hi guys, it's Carissa, and I was getting ready to edit a video that I filmed like a week ago that I wanted to get up. And just before I did, I just wanted to check and see how many days it's been since I did one of these videos. And I couldn't believe I did my last one on March 30th, I think. So I'm so sorry. I don't even need to tell you, the time just flies. Sometimes I just can't even believe it's almost halfway through April. I know everyone has the same number of hours in a day, but I seriously feel like mine go a little bit faster. So on a more positive note, here are some products that I have been enjoying for the last couple of weeks. The first thing that I want to show you is this tea that I found. My sister found it at the grocery store that we went to when I was purchasing some green tea. But my sister found this, which first of all, is easily the most adorable packaging I've ever seen. And this says it's organic mulberry tea. It's a natural sugar balancer. It's a dietary supplement, comes with 15 bags. It is caffeine free. And there's 1 gram of carb in 1 tea bag. And where's the ingredient list? Organic mulberry leaves, that's all. So it says that you can make it hot or cold, and I was drinking it so frequently. I was having it at least a couple times a day. So I ended up making a large batch of it and putting it in the fridge because I do prefer it iced. But it's delicious. It is so nice on its own, really, honestly. But you could add a little bit of cream to it. You could add, if you're the type of person who likes like stevia drops or anything like that, I don't know. However you drink tea. Sometimes I even mix this with green tea, and I love it. I don't know that I necessarily buy that it's a sugar balancer. The claim is that mulberry leaves prevent excess sugar from entering into the bloodstream, and there is a little message that that statement has not been approved by the FDA, so take that with a grain of salt. But it says supports healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels, supports healthy body weight, digestive system, heart, and liver function. I mean, at the very least, it's some tea and it tastes good. Something I have been mixing in my tea a little bit lately, like I would never drink this straight because that's just Gagsville to me, but it's this. I'm sure you've seen this floating around. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Is it bay? Is it bay? Bay? This is the antioxidant cocoa fusion. This is really the one that I prefer. There's a blueberry one also that's okay, but there are many flavors. This has 5 calories in the bottle. I think this would fit a lot of dietary lifestyles too, as long as you're okay with that there is 1 gram of sugar per serving. So it says no artificial sweeteners, but there is erythritol in it, which I know isn't artificial, but some people don't like to have that. I don't really notice. It's not overly sweet, I guess. There is 1 net carb per serving. I think that's 8 ounces. Yep. But I usually just splash a little bit, I don't measure it, into my tea when I drink it. Sweetens it up, adds a nice coconut flavor, and it does have potassium. If you're looking for a drink with potassium, it has 180 milligrams per 8 ounces. Another liquid item that I've been enjoying is this flax milk. And I have to tell you, this is kind of funny. In my former life, in previous dietary lifestyles, I loved all things bland and carby. That's just how I always was. And I have this weird thing where I love flax products. Is that the right thing to say? So when I considered purchasing a milk to start adding bulk to my iced coffees, because I don't want to use too much cream, I've been using a coffee concentrate for my iced coffees, and I do not want to use a ton of heavy cream. And I don't really like to water it down because I feel like I'm not very good at that. And I've also been trying to lower my dairy intake overall. Now that I've been doing this for a while, I can kind of see some dairy sensitivity shining through if I have too much. And I certainly do want to cut back on my artificial sweetener intake. I know I won't be able to completely eliminate it, at least not for a while, but I definitely want to pinpoint things and set mini goals for myself. So this is a great way to add something dairy-like to my coffee and be able to use kind of a lot of it at the same time. So this is the unsweetened Good Karma flax milk. It is 1 gram of carbs per cup. and I really like it. I think it's an acquired taste. Any non-dairy milk, I think, is an acquired taste. But I'm not a big fan of the flavor of most. Unfortunately, I don't think they sell it in smaller containers so that you can really try it without purchasing the whole thing. But I think this was $3.99 or $3.49. And you're supposed to use it within 7 to 10 days of opening it, but I totally blew past the expiration date on my last container and it seemed fine. It may not have as many of the great properties that you get from fresh flax, but it didn't taste like it had gone bad or anything. It does separate a little bit, just shake it. I don't know, I feel like I'm making it sound like I'm defending it. It really wasn't gross at all, and I used to be really weird about expiration dates. I still can tend to be sometimes. Lastly, this is my new favorite thing in the whole wide world. It is a giant cracker. And I found out about this from Lazy Keto's Instagram, and I emptied this box so I could show it to you because it's not very secure. Like, little seeds can go flying at any moment when you pick it up. So I wanted to be able to hold this up and show it to you. I've been purchasing this on Amazon. This is expensive, but I think it's worth it. It's $13.99 and the shipping is $10, but I think it's coming from Canada. It's a Swedish product that I think gets sent from somewhere in Canada. It's high in omega-3, paleo, sugar-free, vegan, and it's 1.6 grams of net carbs for one. And wait till you see the size of it. So here it is. And it is incredibly sturdy. It does not shatter when you bite into it. And I put a spread on it, and it doesn't, I can mash a spread onto it pretty roughly with a knife, and it doesn't break. I usually eat it a half at a time. Sometimes I'm in the mood for the whole thing, but I usually only eat half. So this is the half that I didn't eat earlier today, and that just gives you kind of an idea of what you're working with. It is basically just seeds. Water, sesame seeds, chia seeds, psyllium husk powder, flax seeds, wheat bran, and salt. Flax seeds. So it comes with 7 crackers, and I know it's kind of expensive. I wrote to my local grocery store and asked them to start carrying this, and they kind of had an attitude about it, and they were like, nobody else really has asked us for that, so we're probably not going to, but we will consider it. So if you can somehow find this locally, hopefully it will become popular enough and there will be enough of a demand, different places where an actual retailer will carry it. I would totally pay $14 a box for these. However, I don't love paying $10 shipping on top of it. And what I like to eat with those, this is probably gonna be weird to you, but you could just eat them plain if you wanted to, but you could put butter on them, you could put peanut butter on them, cream cheese. I've even kind of been thinking about making a pizza out of one, like using it as a pizza crust. That sounds really good, doesn't it? But I really love this Laughing Cow cheese. This is something that I used to eat so much back in my Weight Watchers days. Obviously, I think I used to get the low-fat version back then. I'm not sure. This is the creamy original Swiss. I know they have a bunch of fancy flavors now, but this is just my favorite. So thanks again for watching, guys. And I will hopefully talk to you much sooner than I did this time. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.